Every story has an ending. And in the Bible, Jesus tells us about one of the greatest endings of all. A day when all nations, every person from every corner of the earth, will stand before him. It's called the Judgment of the Nations. This isn't just a story about the far-off future. It's a lesson about life, choices, and how we treat one another, starting right now. Picture this. Jesus, the Son of Man, returns in glory, not quietly, not hidden, but with angels by his side, shining in power and majesty. He sits on his throne, and all nations, every tribe, every language, every generation are gathered before him. And then something happens, something simple but unforgettable. He begins to separate the people like a shepherd separates sheep from goats. The sheep go to his right, the goats to his left. Now, what does this mean? Jesus explains. To those on his right, the sheep, he says, "Come, you who are blessed by my Father. Inherit the kingdom prepared for you since the creation of the world." Why? Because when he was hungry, they gave him food. When he was thirsty, they gave him something to drink. When he was a stranger, they welcomed him. When he was naked, they clothed him. When he was sick, they cared for him. When he was in prison, they visited him. The people are puzzled. They ask, "Lord, when did we ever see you hungry or thirsty or in need? When did we do these things for you?" And Jesus replies with a truth that cuts to the heart. Whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. Every small act of kindness, every moment of compassion, it was as if they were doing it for him. Then he turns to those on his left, the goats, and the words are different. "Depart from me, you who are cursed, into the eternal fire prepared for the devil and his angels." Why? Because they didn't give him food when he was hungry. They didn't give him water when he was thirsty. They didn't welcome him, clothe him, or care for him. And they too are shocked. "Lord, when did we see you in need and not help you?" Jesus answers, "Whatever you did not do for the least of these, you did not do for me." In the end, Jesus says, the righteous, the sheep, will go into eternal life, and the others into eternal separation. It's a sobering picture, but it's also a call. You see, this prophecy isn't just about Judgment Day, it's about today. It reminds us that true faith is shown in action, that God isn't impressed by titles, wealth, or outward appearances. What matters is love. Love that shows up in real, practical ways, giving food to someone who's hungry, offering a drink to someone who's thirsty, welcoming the outsider, clothing the poor, visiting the sick and the prisoner. These simple acts are not small. In God's eyes, they are eternal. So the question is, where will we stand on that day? Will we live as sheep, choosing compassion, kindness, and love? Or will we live as goats, turning away from those in need? The judgment of the nations is not just about the end of the world, it's about the choices we make every single day. Because when we serve others, we are serving Him. And in the end, that is what will last forever. Whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. Matthew 25:40.